oh. Let's get into this, ladies and gentlemen, because I feel I must say something. Shouts out to everybody out there, man. Respect to everybody there. I think it's time we get all this out in the open, man. What is this fanatic stuff is all about? Huh? Selling merch? Really? You got a bunch of goofiness going on for the whole fest. And then we got all this craziness going on around it. And nobody's talking about it. You got everybody acting like robots. It was sickening to watch. Dog, I'm sitting there, I'm watching this, and I'm like, this is it? This supposed to be like, this is it? This is fanatics? This isn't about fandom? This isn't about the sport? What is this? It's like, oh no, let's sell you something. Let's sell you some podcast shows. We got people, we're gonna buy some slots to put people on the stage and do a terrible version of a podcast show that nobody cares about. LeBron James has been there all week. When is Fanatics over, New York? Please tell me. When is this crap over? When is this crap over? I mean, damn. Then you got Tom Brady out here, the greatest football player to ever breathe. You got him out there slapping Logan Paul. Logan Paul? I wanted to slap Tom Brady after I saw that. I'm like, dog, Logan Paul shouldn't even be able to shake your hand. Let alone you get in a situation where he slaps you. You slap him. I'm like, really? They was like, man, I think that was real. If that was real, he'd been sued. Tom Brady can't go around just slapping on people. They can't allow that to happen. This is what I keep telling y'all, man. This thing here is some type of promotion for something coming down the road that we're not going to care about once it's over. All these political agendas and nonsense that they come up with to try to create a narrative to where everybody is so safe. Everybody is so safe now. We got to be so protective of everyone's feelings. Everybody is touchy-feely with the feelings now. Let's not forget that. Everybody's in their feelings. Everybody's in a whole big bag of feelings. Yeah. So now everybody's in this big old bag of feelings. Where's that going to leave everybody else who came down this mudslide with everyone else? Where's this going to leave them? Sick of this. It's garbage. It is absolute trash. Jalen Brunson. Really? Nobody's thinking about these bums. You got him doing WWE, and he's on it. Dude, why are you doing a promotional run for the New York Knicks, doing a Fanatics because World Cup swallowed the New York Knicks? Nobody talked about those bums and could care less about what happened. New Yorkers keep trying to keep us in. Hey, man, don't forget, we won the chip, man. Nobody cares about that, what they gave to y'all. Nobody look at y'all as the champs. And damn sure not Wemby. Wemby look at y'all like a joke. Because he's right. Y'all a joke. And if that ain't real, none of this is real. Everybody now is just running a game, like a pyramid scam on everybody. It's ridiculous. Jay-Z, I know why he's doing it. He's like, I'm 600 years old. But yeah, I can still pack a stadium off my old songs. It's like, yes, your old songs. Not the new ones, but the old ones. But it's going to make him put out a new album. Because he's got drama now. He can sell it. All he needed to do is have some controversy and he can sell it. Because that's all what it's about now. Selling the point. We have to sell the point to everybody. Once we can sell the point to everybody, now we have what we need. We have the narratives. We have the advantage. We have all the points that we need to move things forward. Let's move in that direction, good people. They don't want people who have their selves together. No. They want people, just like everything, that they can control. Jay-Z, what are you doing at a Fanatics Fest? Trying to prove that you, like, with these young people, it's like, okay, you got to, change the narrative and go back to 1996. That's what we're doing here. We got to go back to 96. I was so disgusted with Tom Brady, I had to take off the TB7. I had to take that shirt off. It's like, what the heck is he doing? Did he just do that? He just slapped Logan Paul for no reason to promote some garbage. I'm like, you're Tom Brady. You're like the highest paid guy on television. Why are you slapping somebody who's not worth a quarter of that? What are we doing here? I keep telling you, if that ain't real, then it all ain't real. When are we going to come to realization here, people, that they're gaming you? These people are gaming you. They're setting you up for disaster. And now it's going to get to this next wave here. I saved the worst for last. LeBron, Ramon James, come on down. Because you the ringleader. This is you. This is all you're doing. You probably convinced every last person here. Nobody cares about bumps and you can get around, he just there because it's hell. Don't nobody know who the hell he is. But listen, let's get to it, man. Seriously, let's get to it. Because I'm sick, bro. I'm tired of seeing Jalen Brunson and LeBron James trying to force feed me garbage. That's what they want to do. They want to force feed you garbage. Let's go down here. Let's get to it, man, because y'all got to understand what this is and what they trying to do that we're going to expose.
It's Lakers season now, though.
No, so I was going to ask you that about the Lakers, man.
Yeah,
what you think about LeBron, bro? What you think about him leaving, and where you think he going? Since he ain't going nowhere yet, we can get this.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
So as soon as he left, the Lakers are pure again. The Lakers are pure again because we don't have fans that were only Laker fans because of LeBron.
That's a fact.
They're not. We appreciated him coming. Let me tell you what real Laker fans' thought process was. The day before he signed, not one of us wanted him. Not one of us. We did not want LeBron James. We are Kobeus. We don't want no LeBron James, nigga.
Exactly. We didn't want no LeBron James. There was no Laker fans, real Laker fans, asking for LeBron James. They kept trying to make sure and beg and hope. People like, no, he's a good guy. They tried to get Kobe to come out there and co-sign for this. Kobe, you got to come out and get the fans to accept LeBron. They didn't want him. All them people they showing with Laker jerseys on are LeBron fans. Those are celebrities. They're a fan of celebrity. We never wanted LeBron James in a Lakers uniform. Most of us root for other teams. I'm a Piston fan. I respect the Lakers because of people like Kobe Bryant that played the game the right way. So it made me respect that team. I respected Paul Pierce, so it made me respect that team. I respected KG, so it made me respect the team. What he did on that court. All that matters. You root for that player because of how they played the game and what they brought every single night. That's what you should be championing. We're championing failure. Cutting corners, not playing, making excuses. It's okay to lose. We're championing that. And that's the LeBron era. That's what he brought to this game. So what is he doing at the Fanatics with people that could hold their head and say, hey, I was the greatest at what I did? And I'm like, Brady, why are you standing there with him? Jay-Z, I know why you standing there. Because you're just going like, hey, I make money off of him, but I know he ain't better than Mike. It's like, come on. You are a winner, Tom. You're supposed to be standing there next to Jordan. Not LeBron. But you see, Jordan wouldn't even be nowhere around LeBron. They was in Monte Carlo together at the same time. Jordan on the yacht. He's on his billionaire yacht with all the billionaires hanging out with winners. He don't hang around LeBron running around with Draymond Green. Yeah, where we gonna go, bro? Yeah, we in here, man. We in Monte Carlo, baby. Yeah, drinking Lobos. Yeah, they ain't gonna do that. He ain't hanging out with people like that. He in there making big moves. That's why winners hang with winners. They don't hang around losers. Now, you sit in a situation, he's telling you the truth right now. Listen.
You know what I'm saying? And we weren't relevant at the time either. We was Kobe's retired. We got his team. Woo, we got some youngsters. We hoping that they mature into something, which they did after they got traded away, which happens all the time. And then LeBron comes. And then all of a sudden, we're relevant again. Now we like, okay, it's Lake Show. Yeah, Lakers is back. Boom, 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 boom. And then we also, as Laker fans, we were able to appreciate LeBron because a lot of people that didn't appreciate Kobe didn't watch Kobe for 82 games. How many times did we watch LeBron? 5-6 times a year? The 2 times he played us, and then the other highlight games, and then we see him in the playoffs or whatever. But we didn't watch him 82 times. Now, when he became a Laker, we watched this man 82 times again and went, damn. There's something to his athleticism. Our problem with them never changed, though. Our problem with LeBron James is up here. Half of his brain is one of the best basketball minds ever. Half of it. But the other half is got to be is that Kobe shit that he did, that Mamba mentality. We wound up developing something that it didn't catch on. I said it behind closed doors a lot. I didn't put it on my social media, but it was a saying that I kept saying when LeBron was here, and it was called Kobe would never. LeBron kept doing Kobe would never. Come on. You get a bad call and complain so much about that one call that we lose the whole game. You soaking on the bench like, all right, you missed the call. Now keep going. Could you imagine Kobe sitting there crying at the rest? And then the whole overtime he's moping and we lose the No, that was infuriating.
Kobe would never. Do you hear that? Kobe would never. That is a very key thing he just said because it echoes everything I was talking about. Kobe would never do something like that. Kobe Bean Bryant would be out there playing and giving his all. And it's not just Kobe. It's every player that gave a damn about this sport. This is why I don't like this new way of just, it's okay if we lose, we friends, bullshit. I can't take it. It's irritating. I cannot stand it. Don't give out a trophy then. Let us just play for cookies or something. At the end of the year, we all gonna get cookies. Like, I mean, what are we playing for? LeBron is just, oh my God. This whole thing here that's been playing out since he's been kicked off the Lakers has been the biggest red flag and spotlight I've ever seen on a situation in the NBA, probably in the last 25 years. Forget the decision. This is the non-decision. That's what you can call this, the non-decision. I'm weighing my options. You call this thing on the stage. You're on this stage, LeBron, here at Fanatics. Yep. I came out here really just to drink. To drink? Yep. Got another bottle. Yeah, I'm drinking, talking at Fanatics Fest. Yep. Having fun. Yep. That's why I'm here. Yep. Yep. Cancel the in-season tournament. Cancel the doggone play-in. I don't want to see any of that. Get back to the game. That's the problem. Everybody is sick and tired of it. It's a narrative that just keeps going. It's irritating.
And it was just his mentality about shit. But it was half of it was like, it was dope because this nigga worth $1 billion and he's crying over a whistle. Well, that's passion. So a lot of basketball people love him. Like, no, that's passion. They don't give a fuck about how much money he got. Make the right call, make the right play. And he's arguing with the dude like, the ball is, we got 2 seconds on the clock. Why would you go? But what's the after that? Shit happens. Nigga, bounce back, next play mentality. Not sit there and dwell on, go over there. Oh, dude, this is some bullshit. Get over it. And he couldn't get over it. I watched this man lose games, chances at rings. You know what I'm saying? Because his mentality. He also reset the roster every year. Every year. How you gonna have a whole fucking team with? It's a team sport, man.
Le GM.
Yeah, Le GM can. Every year we had a whole new, like, well, all right, this is a year. And Laker fans want championships. That's it. We don't give a fuck about rebuilding. We never have. Not just the fans, the organization. How many times have they, no, we trying to win now. We build a team for the win this season. Not we're going to draft everybody away and we just around for a year. No. But this kept resetting. So how do we feel when he left? We absolutely rejoiced. We were partying in the streets. You thought we won a championship. Yes, he's fucking on. Thank God. Why? Because now we can move on. We're going to do another year then? We weren't going to.
We gonna do another year of this shit? Exactly. We were glad he was gone. They was glad he was gone. Every year it's a reset. Exactly. Been doing the same thing for years. He sound like a lot of us. He sound like a Laker fan. Just like this is the Laker fans I run into. They don't like LeBron because the standards are different from the Laker fans. This isn't Minnesota. The standards for them is, man, can you imagine if we got to the finals? They'll be glad to get to the finals. They still talking about going to the Western Conference Finals. That's all they care about. Like, man, winning is so far out of their mind. They were just like, man, I think we might have a shot. That's their mindset. Everyone else, it's completely different. Because it's just shifting all the way around. Now the East is the biggest thing going. Detroit #1 in the East last year, whooping everybody's ass. Now they want to reset and everybody jumping over to the East. Oh, we got to go there. They didn't give that bum-ass Knicks team a championship. Oh, man, we got to get over to the East. The West has been done for like 2 years. It's only like 2-3 teams in the West, period, that's even really any good. Everybody else is beatable, real beatable. The East is what's popping. The West can't even deal with the East. And it's been like that for like 2 years now. And I'm like, yeah, the West ain't what it used to be no more. Outside of OKC, everybody getting waxed. Everybody was beatable. Like last year, OKC and Denver were the only 2 teams, and everybody else is pretty beatable. And they were. And the Detroit Pistons had no problem whooping on the West. So now, including OKC. So what he was saying, what he felt, that was exactly how we felt.
Win. We weren't going to win. Now, win or lose, at least we know we have Lakers. LeBron James is not a Laker.
Yep.
He's not getting a statue. He's not in front of LA. Why? How successful is one championship in 8 years? How successful is that? Now, thank you for the ring. Now, I have a big opinion about the bubble. And this is the thing that I don't like, that pisses me off, the disrespect, they call it the bubble, is what you got to realize. There's a word for you. Real eyes is that we lost the greatest basketball player that ever dribbled. Greatest. He's the greatest because he studied the GOAT. And I think in whatever profession, whatever you're doing, I rap, I spit, I study the best lyricists that I've ever heard. And I incorporate that in my music. I know how to word play. I know how to slow it down. I can speed it up. I study the greatest, and then I try to be that. I don't study just one, there's many. You know what I mean? Kobe was a student of the game. The best player ever before Kobe touched the ball was Michael Jordan. So of course he's got moves like Michael. Did you see the shit where they talk about how everybody tried to mimic Hakeem Olajuwon's pivot run? Kobe mastered that shit and took it to a way that you didn't even realize that was Hakeem. That nigga was bad. We lost. Not only was Kobe a bad motherfucker, but he was able to pick apart other people's games and tell them how they can improve. His basketball mind. For him to pass away the way he did, with his daughter, with the family that was on board, it was oof. That was tough, right? So you have that. Then you have COVID. Then you have George Floyd being, that was a heavy year. We needed basketball, amongst other things, right? We needed the distraction. But I don't give a bubble or not, we were winning that year. Not only did we have the best team, if not one of the best teams, we had the #1 seed in the West throughout the entire year. But Kobe Bryant just died awfully.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Here's the thing that people don't understand. And part that he's probably missing is that the bloom was coming off the rose for the Lakers. The Lakers were slowing down. They were running out of gas. They had just got beat by the Brooklyn Nets, and the Clippers was coming on strong. And when those playoffs went to start, the Clippers would have bust they ass. And that's what was going to happen. That year, yeah, y'all would have got a rude awakening. A very rude awakening. Because they was gelling at that time. And when that season ended, that was it. And we never got to see the Clipper-Lakers showdown that we were supposed to get. And, yep, COVID ruined it all.
You telling me we weren't going to win that championship no matter what? We could have played on the moon. We were going to win that. But also, when you look at the bubble itself, what was our advantage? Were we at home? No. We were in Orlando. We're from California. everybody had the same disadvantage and advantage. No distractions, no people in the stands, no, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was all basketball. And when it was nothing but basketball in the bubble, we were the best team of the year. That's one of my favorite rings. What y'all talking about?
So look, I got to go back.
Oh, man, you're going to have to talk, Omar. Because, no. That ring is bullshit. You was on point till you got to that ring. That's when you went off course and almost crashed into a wall right then and there when you came up with that. Now, people got to understand, this is what we're talking about with LeBron. Nobody wanted to play. It was 4 months later. People were out of shape. Nobody was playing ball. Nobody was exercising. You couldn't go anywhere. People tried to use a lockout season and compare it to the pandemic. I'm like, yeah, lockout season. Okay, you're locked out. You can still go to the Y. You can go to the mall. You can go anywhere. This was a worldwide shutdown. They shut the world down. Can't go outside. Can't go to the park. Stay in your house. You remember that?
Be a Laker for the rest of my life. Tell you one thing, I don't want to go nowhere besides be here, baby.
18.
Be a Laker for the rest of my life. Tell you one thing, I don't want to go nowhere besides be here, baby.
18.
Be a Laker for the rest of my life.
What got me more than anything was the heartbreaking thing about Kobe is the autopsy for photo. And I thought somebody just had like the piece of photo. I didn't know for years until this year. Actually, this year, I had no idea that was what they found. I just thought like they were just going over some injury points. I didn't know that was all they found on Kobe. And they found other pieces, but to see his whole right arm was gone. From the waist down, it was, oh my God, I don't even want to go through it no more. It would just destroy me to even go through that again. That emotional thing, knowing what Kobe was to us and how driven, and he had that same fire I had and desire. He validates everything that we respect as a player or a person. He validates my fire. I'm like, yes, that's why I got that fire. Like the people who have that flame and that fire, that desire to compete, who got that gear, you recognize it in others. I have it. Isaiah Thomas has it. Jordan has it. Kobe had it. It was Magic Johnson has it. It was a sickness to win and compete. My uncle has it. My oldest uncle, he has it. Me and him, we're like two flames going against each other, battling. It was my other uncle. He had all the skills, everything. He didn't have the desire, the passion. No, me and my uncle, destroy. That's annihilate. Run the score up. No matter what, football, baseball, softball, whatever, basketball, it don't matter. Destruction. Yes, I have that fire too. Why do you think I outwork everybody on YouTube? You think that's an accident? The fire Yes, it is that flame, buddy. Now, here's where it's going to get interesting, people, because we sit here all the time and we know what it was like to see a legend like Kobe and what he brought to the table, what he brought to the game. He brought fandom back for people to show them what this game was like. Shaq don't win 3 championships without Kobe. That was 1A, 1B. Okay, that wasn't a Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen could never go somewhere and win championships without Michael. That's not going to happen. Being a number one. He would never be this guy. This dude, I'm going to be a Laker for the rest of my life. Yeah, right. No, you be a Laker until this year. You gone. Look at these insane numbers by Kobe. 46, 42, 51, 44, 40, 52, 40, 40, 41. And you want to put LeBron James ahead of that? This is why I can't be in no rooms. They was like, dude, you want to do the battle with the Laker fans? You know, like we'll get some LeBron fans in there, and we're gonna have some like Laker fans, and you could be over there with Kobe. I'm like, dude, I'm not finna be scat attack. I'm not finna go over here going, he shot 36% in the fourth quarter. I'm like, look, Scap, that's your thing. You could do that all you want. I don't have time to go over common sense. I don't have to tell somebody what a percentage number is and 60% to 30%. I don't have to do all that. I know Kobe Bryant is better than LeBron James. Light years. I don't even have to explain that. I've seen it. So there's no explanation needed. When I say Jordan is better than LeBron, I don't even have to say that. I already know it. It's disrespectful to the game. It is so disrespectful. Your eye test, everything about Kobe Bryant says, why are we even talking about the other guy? Why are we even talking about, he's not in that, no. Still can't even goddamn dribble. Why would he be in the conversation? See, that's why I'm kind of glad this is happening, because this is the situation people need to see. It's all being exposed right now in front of the whole world so that the world can see it, because they need to see it. You need to know what a terrible teammate looks like. If I'm an organization, why am I bringing in LeBron James? What am I getting for bringing him into my team? You know what I'm going to get for bringing in LeBron James? Trouble. A headache. A problem. Another issue we're going to have to be forced to deal with. Another modern situation that's gotten so far out of hand, none of us can deal with it. None of us can deal with it. If you ask somebody, how many of y'all are sick of LeBron James? I mean, it's everybody hand going up. They sick of it. Man, people that grew up watching LeBron. So these 20-year-olds, these 19-year-olds, they're going to be seeing LeBron and they're like, I don't even know. Like, for real. You sick of his antics? Here's the problem. More than his antics is everything else about him. The guy is such a problem and such a head case and an egomaniac. Other teams have got to get themselves together. I was told Adam Silver told him he got a week. I was told that the NBA told LeBron, you got a week. 7 days. So you better get to it. You got 7 days, homeboy. That's what I'm talking about. 7 days. 6 ways to Sunday. But 7 days. And you got to make a decision. Or a decision is going to be made. We're not going to sit here and play this game with you. But this goes to show you LeBron James' selfishness. He's too selfish. So this is what you want to bring into your organization. You bring him to your team. Guess what? You're going to be involved in the same nonsense. Mm-hmm. We don't like LeBron. Mm-hmm. A real Laker fan is not going to champion LeBron James. They are upset if somebody talking about we're going to put a statue of LeBron outside. If they retire his jersey, you're going to hear boos. That's why when he said that stupid line, it got me so upset. What's his name? Richard Jefferson. Talking about there's Laker fans, then there are Kobe fans, and then there's LeBron fans. No. Laker fans are Kobe fans. There is no separation from them. They don't combine the two. Because you know the difference between right and wrong, right? So you know LeBron ain't right, so you can't be wrong. In Los Angeles, and I'm glad he's gone. I'm glad he's gone. You're going to have a very interesting 5 years. You damn right it's going to be interesting. When they in the NBA Finals, it's going to be real interesting. They in the NBA Finals, it's going to look real interesting. When LeBron over there icing his knees, talking about he can go another season, but he got to take a vacation and think about it. It's going to be real interesting for those teams that's going to be sitting there trying to pick them. Laker fans are real people, man. They don't have time for this nonsense that you see out here all day. Nobody cares about no LeBron James. They tired of him. These people love their Lakers, Kobe. You think they love Shaq like that? Some of them still honor Shaq, but he ain't Kobe. They chose Kobe over Shaq. They care about banners. But Shaq would be considered a Laker to them. That city embraced Shaq. Shaq to them is a Laker. They never put Shaq out of the circle, but it's in between them. They much as they love Magic Johnson. Magic is never gonna get the love like Kobe. And it's Magic. Hell, Magic be like, hey, man, that's Kobe. And Magic was incredible. My thing is when we're going to get back to getting to the essence of the game. We're not getting back to the essence of basketball. He said, now I'm capping. What am I capping about? No, Pau Gasol is not a bona fide Laker. We appreciate Pau, but yeah, Pau was just a role player for us. Well, not us, but the Lakers. When they were the real Lakers. In Kobe's last 8 years playing basketball, he won 2 NBA championships. and he didn't even play for like 2 years. So he outdid LeBron in LeBron's 8 years. LeBron has never shut anybody down defensively. They was like, he shut down Derrick Rose that one game. I mean, no, he did not. Derrick Rose just happened to miss shots. So you can't let these fans try to tell you what's what. Because these fanboys, I'm telling you, boys, something crazy about them. They don't want a problem. Because when a problem arises, none of them have the wherewithal to say, hey, that was a problem. I ain't want to go through that. Didn't want to deal with that problem. You know, hopefully we don't have to do that later on. And I ain't know it's going to come to this and blah, 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 right? They don't want those problems. But those banners is what Laker fans care about. Laker fans care about the championships and the banners because they are accustomed to winning. Like I told you, this ain't Cleveland. They ain't happy to just be going somewhere. They supposed to win. That's how they look at it. Like he told you, every year it's about, all right, this ain't a rebuilding year. Every year, okay, we got to make a run for it. And towards Kobe's final years, the Lakers just kind of let it go by because they were like, man, we tried to do something, but they won't let us. They want LeBron to win. It's his time. David Stern was not going to let Kobe have another team to battle LeBron. Carmelo was going to go over there and team up with Kobe. They stopped that. No, they don't want it to go down. Because all of them have this notion, this grandiose, they got this grandiose notion that they're the greatest thing since sliced bread. And no one else is like them. You don't even need stats. Yeah. Well, what would you do? What would you do in that situation? Well, it's become sad and kind of embarrassing because you're in a situation where you're looking at the scope of things, and people keep coming up with excuses for LeBron James. Every time he fails on the court or he's not playing defense, it's somebody else's fault. And you don't have sports media anymore. You have what we call LeBron apologists. And that's even more frustrating than anything you've ever seen in your life. Nothing's worse than a LeBron apologist. It's like he's got his own PR team, and they're all on the internet spreading false propaganda. It's like Richard Jefferson. We understand he got you a job at ESPN so you could make some money sounding like a white boy every day. Okay, we get it. But the thing is, no one's going to care when it's all said and done. Because at the end of the day, only thing people care about is the results, and they care about can you deliver. Well, Jordan Brand let go of Zion Williamson, and they are continuing their partnership with Luka Doncic. So I don't know who Zion's going to sign up with next. But Nike is not the biggest game in town anymore. It's never been. In America, we look at Nike and we say, oh, man, Nike's a great brand. Nike is crap now. It's absolute garbage. Like, it tears. The shoes are bad. It's like, dude, there's better shoes out there. Well, when you trade a superstar player or a mega star player, what are you doing it for? The means got to justify the actions. When you don't see the actions being justified, you're actually making a mockery of the game. I'm serious. Don't blame me. I'm just a messenger giving it to you the right way it's supposed to go. All of these people that's out here, they're messing up the game. And because they're messing up the game, they're playing politics. And the politics they're playing is pretty decadent at this point. Like, we know what it is. We've seen the narratives, we've seen the show, we've seen the arc that they try to play and they try to run on you to scam. And many of us who didn't get a chance or opportunity to expand to another, side of ourselves, we have to get to a position where we can protect ourselves. You know, we have to get to a certain position, a certain stake, and say, all right, cool. This is what needs to happen. X, Y, and Z need to happen because X, Y, and Z is where it is. But mainly, all of the nonsense, all of the detractions, all of these situations that have provided no insight or no upside for anybody, it's just going to tear itself down. Yeah, because everybody's so stuck on LeBron James. But here's the thing, what are you stuck on? Mm-hmm. I mean, was LeBron the problem in LA? I'll put it in the chat. I'll let you guys decide. Was he the problem in Los Angeles? Here's the main problem. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. So it's a very high 93% is saying that LeBron James was the problem in Los Angeles. I agree with that. For my Patreons that's here, you guys already know how I feel, just like the people on YouTube know how I feel already about LeBron James. This is a situation that never fixes itself. It never improves itself because you know where it's going constantly. These outlets or this extension or whatever you want to call it doesn't move forward. It just stays in the same zone. Now, if you look at LeBron and what he was able to provide to the teams, everybody else is telling you like they become exhausted with LeBron. And once more people start speaking out, you start to see the power is shifted. There's no longer that big power dynamic that was there. Well, all these guys looked out for him. Everybody used to protect LeBron. Now you start seeing people speak out more and more. So that's how you know that protection is gone. Byron Scott and all those guys that's speaking out, they telling the truth. They telling you the truth. Well, the show is over for a lot of them. They don't end up existing in a space that that is progressively going in the direction that other people are talking about? Oh no. LeBron will find a way to torpedo the brotherhood. Now, here's Giannis trying to integrate himself to the team for the first time he's there. Do you want to bring in LeBron James into that fold? Really? They have no idea what's to come. Like, there's so much on the table that none of these people have no idea what's going to be the next wave. Well, when something is over, it's over. Who did LeBron say was the best player in the NBA before he went to Miami? Of course, he said it was Kobe. Then he said, for now. For now? Okay. They showed him. But like everybody know, everybody who, got a brain, who could think for themselves and process information, they'll tell you flat out, like, look, this is not what everybody else is saying it is. Mm-hmm. People know, man. Look.
Time right now. So let me show you this video and we'll be right back.
Say something real quick. Say something. Fuck LeBron James. It's all about Kobe. It's all about Kobe Bryant. I can't stand. He'll never be Kobe Bryant. Never. With his solid gold dance. With his team out. Ring chasing. Can't stay true to the roots. He need to get more wins. Go proud. He'll never get a statue. He'll never get a statue in Lakerville.
Like, damn, can you be more emotionally honest?
Look at a statue in Lakerville with his team out. Greg, say something. Fuck LeBron James.
Laker, it's a crazy time right now. So let me show you this video and we'll be right back.
I say something real quick. Fuck LeBron James. It's all about Kobe. It's all about Kobe Bryant. I can't stand. He'll never be Kobe Bryant. Never. With a solid gold dance. With his team out. Ring chasing. Can't stay true to the roots. He didn't get more wins. So proud. He'll never get a statue. He'll never get a statue in Lakerville.
Like, damn.
That's my favorite Laker fan in the world. That man right there was telling you everything in his anger. And he had on the Lokes to go with it. He looked like my Uncle Brian. I had to look and double check. I'm like, hey, he like Uncle Brian. I can't stand that nigga. With his solid gold dancing there. He won't stay true to the roster. I was like, man, in his anger, he's saying everything right. Won't you can't stay true to the roster. He can't stay true to the roster. $8 years of anger pent up. That is true. Mm-hmm. Golden State never faced equal talent. Where did that even come from? So the Houston Rockets wouldn't be considered equal talent? OKC Thunder wouldn't be equal talent? San Antonio Spurs wouldn't be equal talent? The Golden State Warriors was preparation. That's been worked on for 2-3 years before it developed to what it was. Mark Jackson's told y'all that he had the best shooting combination in the NBA because he was seeing it in practice when they were on the B team. They were on the second team whooping the first team. And they had Klay Thompson coming off the bench. Talent alone can't beat chemistry. That's true. I've seen teams win that wasn't that talented. I mean, we just saw the Knicks win. They're not talented at all. So that just tells you right there that anybody can win it. Any knucklehead can win the lotto. But that Laker fan there, man, when he said that line, Oh my God, that could be my alarm to wake up in the morning.
Let me show you this video, and we'll be right back.
I'll say something real quick. Fuck LeBron James. It's all about Kobe. It's all about Kobe Bryant. I can't stand. He'll never be Kobe Bryant. Never. With a solid gold dance. With his team out. Ring chasing. Can't stay true to the roots. He didn't get more wins. No proud. He'll never get a statue. He'll never get a statue in Lakerville. That.
Like,
Woo! I'm telling you, that is a real Laker fan right there. That's a real Laker fan. That's what they look like. Those are the people they don't show you on the cameras because it's impeccable. The way that guy was going off. He says 93% of the people in that poll is saying LeBron James was the problem in Los Angeles. Everybody knows it. I don't even know how the 7% got in there. Now it dropped to 8%. I don't even know where they came from. Where these mystery people come from.
damn, can you be more emotionally honest about LeBron James as a Laker fan right now? This guy calls him out for everything that LeBron James is. A team hopper, put his son on the team, a ring chaser. You ain't never going to be Kobe Bryant. You're never getting a statue in Lakerville. I mean, this is raw, but it's honest and it's right to the point. And it's kind of crazy, but this is the reaction of a lot of Laker fans right now. And they've seen, listen, Laker fans are true basketball fans, a lot of them. And they've seen through the fakeness, through the pretending, through the narrative manipulation stuff, through taking, his media goons taking shots at Kobe Bryant and trying to minimize his legacy and his achievements with the Lakers to prop up LeBron James. People seeing through that. To a certain point, to a certain degree in the beginning, people might have not recognized it. But listen, people learned about mainstream media a lot in a few of the last years, watching it, whether it be politics, sports, or anything. And right now, my opinion is, as it has been for a long time now, and I've said this in multiple videos, especially ESPN is not a honest mainstream sports media station anymore. It is not. It has a multi-billion-dollar deal with the NBA to have access to players, to be able to talk about the NBA, to be able to have access to teams and all different kinds of things and streaming games and everything. And because of that multi-billion-dollar deal, they literally have to and are forced to kiss ass of the NBA and protect the image of the NBA.
Exactly. And that's what I fight against. That's what we up against. This is what I'm fighting against. All this fakeness. Tom Brady, I'm like, man, Brady. You see in the thumbnail, I'm looking at Brady. He the one I'm talking to. I ain't looking at Jay, LeBron, or Brunson. I'm looking at Tom. What the hell are you doing up here with these losers? You are Tom Brady, the greatest football player ever. What the hell are you doing with these losers? It's not what we do. This is not what we do. Oh, they got all these people that come around and do all this nonsense, and it don't really amount to anything. Because that's all they do. They run off at the mouth and they come with narratives. Every time it's a whole new narrative, it's a new play, it's a new thing. Hey, I'm doing this now. It's a gimmick. There's so much going on that people don't even pay attention to or fathom. They're so enthralled by, oh, this is the way to go, right? This is the
Is
energy.
making.
So when you start doing that, right, you get put in a box. You hear all these fans say they threw a parade when LeBron left. People were barbecuing, partying, everything. They don't want LeBron. But yet, the media and the world keep trying to force feed him on to you, right? Why? So there it is. It got to 89%. So 11% of the people in the world is in this chat is stupid. So we have 11%. 89% says LeBron was the problem in Los Angeles. And the 11% would say that he wasn't. You see how crazy that is? That a 41-year-old man that can't play defense wasn't the problem. Well, let's go back to the Lakers streets.
Because I know you guys will.
If you could trade one person from the Lakers, who would it be?
LeBron James.
Don't piss me off.
No, you can't pay a guy $50 million a season who's not willing to dribble down the court or run down the court. Don't care about your accolades. I don't care about what you did last season or the year before or the 19 seasons before. If you're not going to play defense, get the fuck out of LA.
He does win games.
If you're not going to play defense, get out of LA, LeBron. We don't need you. Yes, I'm pissed. He doesn't play fucking defense, and we don't need your son either. Luka, you need to play some defense too. There's no reason our top stars should not be playing defense. I don't care how many points you get or assists you get. They're empty fucking stats. Play some defense. Get out there and play real, actual basketball so the city of LA can come out here and enjoy a real fucking game instead of watch you guys prance back and down the floor, up and down, doing whatever the fuck you're doing. You need to do a better fucking job. They're embarrassing. Yikes.
So you heard it, folks. Strong language from this gentleman. He seems to be upset. He seems to have had enough of the garbage that LeBron James literally represents at this time in the NBA.
Yeah, and that's it. That's pretty much that is the consensus. He's sick of the garbage LeBron James represents in the NBA because he represents garbage. That dude said, hey, look, if he's got to go, this is the guy to go. You got nut huggers like Gilbert Arenas. So there's plenty of them out there. Shannon Sharp. You got Nick Wright. You know, you got all these people that will hug his nuts no matter how bad he's playing on the court. He just turned into the most arrogant, selfish individual. Each year gets worse and worse and worse. And they keep catering to him. And he's like, why do I gotta leave? That's what he said today. This dude says, why do I have to leave? Mm-hmm. Right. What is that? Man, I almost fell out when he said that. Why do I gotta leave? I give you 1,000,005 reasons why you gotta leave. I don't think I should have to leave. Oh, you gotta go. These dudes glaze LeBron and he do nothing for him. This dude done burnt down every company he been into and bragged about it because he's nothing but an idiot. Then you got LeBron getting drunk out there on the Fanatic stage because he's an idiot. So, you see this and you understand it because you said, okay, I'm getting what's happening here. I'm seeing the patterns. Why I gotta leave? I don't understand why I gotta go. All right, you don't understand why you gotta get out of here, buddy? You're the problem. That's why you gotta go. Nobody wants a problem. Well, no. If you're really behind, let's say you are at a point where you're trying to make history, right? Well, he's losing respect. To me, it's already gone. It's like, how could you attack Luka when Luka himself is doing everything he's supposed to do? I'm serious. Where do we do that at? Why should I have to go when I'm still the top of my game? The top of your game? I'm like, this dude is smoking some good crack, boy. Come on now. Anybody try to say LeBron the best? Show them this. That's all you gotta do. Let's stop it all right there. That's LeBron. That's the trophy you getting, bum. That's your trophies. You want to give him a trophy? Them the trophies I'll be okay with. Give him that. Because that's his legacy right there. Riding the coattails of somebody else. No. Hell no. Anybody see LeBron James, you know one thing about him. That's who he is. That's the 4 times he done rode somebody's coattail. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a lot of guys. Oh, yeah. When people do you wrong in the business, like you look at what happened with Ryan Clark, we know that, right? We know that. We knew how that exit was going to play out. I mean, the show was only 10 minutes to go. They couldn't last 10 more minutes. No. Bro, they knew what they was doing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. All right, let me get some work done, man. I'm going to see y'all on the Patreon. It's your boy Karceno. I'm out. F LeBron.